We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming of mocking the liberal lunatics and exposing the fake news to bring you this important news bulletin about new censorship policies that are rolling out and being implemented on YouTube that have affected and will continue to affect not only my channel, but every channel that dares to tell the truth. As this Gizmodo article explains, YouTube has a new naughty corner for controversial religious and, quote, supremacist videos. Well, what does that mean, you ask? YouTube has clarified how it plans to handle videos that don't violate any of its policies, but still contain, quote, offensive religious and supremacist content. They're going to hide them and make sure that they can't make any money. In a blog post today, YouTube provided a better sense of what that stance entails. Now, when YouTube decides a flagged video doesn't break content policy, but still contains controversial religious or, quote, supremacist content, the video will be put in a limited state. Here, the video will exist in a sort of limbo where it won't be recommended or monetized. It also won't be included in the suggested videos or allowed to have comments or likes on it. This new approach will apply to the desktop version of YouTube within the next few weeks and on mobile soon after that. Right-wing alternative media figures and, quote, conspiracy theorists have been complaining for weeks that YouTube is already manipulating the algorithms to limit their reach and revenue. And guess what? When I clicked on this hyperlink, it's linked to one of my videos, the one that I did previously explaining how YouTube had locked one of my videos on private, exposing CNN, claiming that it was just misleading. Oh, and by the way, yesterday's video, the one about how celebrities always know what's best for us, YouTube placed that one on an age restriction, which means that only people with a YouTube account could view it, so that when you guys were posting the link and sharing it on Facebook or Twitter, when somebody clicked on it who didn't have a YouTube account, they couldn't watch it. Here's the YouTube analytics page for that very video, which shows that when they put the age restriction on it, the views dropped by over 50%. Each one of these blocks represents an hour of time, and so I started tweeting to YouTube on Twitter, and thankfully many of you did as well, and surprisingly they got back with me pretty quick and removed the restriction. So thanks for always having my back, guys, and helping to apply pressure when it's needed, but unfortunately, this is only going to get more prevalent. In fact, yesterday, YouTube deleted the entire channel of a Canadian college professor, this guy, Jordan B. Peterson, who dares to say such hateful things like, there are only two genders on his YouTube channel. And thankfully, after it started making headlines, here's one from the Washington Times, people started applying pressure to YouTube, and they probably reluctantly restored his channel. YouTube has also admitted that they're literally going to start manipulating the search results for certain topics and show people videos to try to debunk the ideas that they're looking up. I'm not kidding. So for example, if you're looking for a video about why it's crazy to say that there's 85 different genders, they're going to manipulate the search results to show videos saying why there should be 85 different genders. We've started to roll out features from Jigsaw's redirect method to YouTube. When people search for sensitive keywords on YouTube, they will be redirected towards a playlist of curated YouTube videos that directly confront and debunk violent extremist messages, which also just means the truth. We also continue to amplify YouTube voices speaking out against hate and radicalization through our YouTube Creators for Change program. What are the YouTube Creators for Change, you may wonder? It's a group of social justice warrior YouTubers who have been chosen and just given a bunch of money in order to help them produce more videos. Oh, and by the way, who did YouTube team up with to help them determine which videos are sensitive and extremist and offensive? The ADL. The same organization which literally labeled Pepe the Frog, a cartoon frog, as a hate symbol. Pepe the Frog designated a hate symbol by the ADL, a cartoon frog! Oh, and what a coincidence that these new censorship policies are being implemented just a few weeks after the Sun Valley Conference, which is basically like the Bilderberg Group meeting of the media. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, it's YouTube's CEO, Susan Wojcicki, meeting with Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks, where she tweeted out, "Thanks for coming by the YouTube headquarters, Cenk. Great talking with you." This is the same woman, by the way, who, when asked by CNN what kind of sexism problems she's faced in Silicon Valley, said that people interrupt her sometimes and say things that are annoying. So I think it's safe to say that the Young Turks, the big liberal royalty of YouTube, aren't going to have any of their videos demonetized or have any restrictions placed on them. Nope, special treatment for the Young Turks. By the way, I really appreciate all you guys who are supporting me through PayPal and through Patreon and who are watching my back. I couldn't do this without you, so thank you very much. For those who aren't aware, since April, when the big advertising apocalypse hit YouTube, they basically mass demonetized news channels, and it's been absolutely devastating for full-time creators. How devastating, you ask? Well, let me just have the CEO of Patreon explain.
It sucks that it's 2017 and you've got creators with millions of fans getting paid a few $100 a month. That sucks.
It does suck, and I wasn't joking when I said if you work at McDonald's, you could probably make more money than a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. So thanks again to all my Patreons, and you guys who got my back through PayPal. For those of you who aren't familiar with what Patreon is, which by the way has some vulnerabilities in and of itself, it's a way that you can tip creators like me just by tossing in $1 or $2 or $5 or whatever you want a month, and it helps to keep channels like mine going. Unfortunately, Patreon does have some flaws. They recently shut down, as some of you may know, the page of Lauren Southern because they just didn't like the kinds of videos she was making, and so we're going to likely start to see them tightening the noose around people's necks with restricting their terms of service as well. But for now, my page is up. You can check it out in the link in the description below. That's pretty much the gist of it for now, so we'll have to continue to monitor this and continue to speak up and expose this because it's only going to get more Orwellian as time goes on. Because not only do they want us to shut up, they want us to be shut down. So thanks again for watching my back. Stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow.